Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial by Shayna's Home DIY&Crafts. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to build your own garbage can disposal or home garbage can house. Not disposal, but garbage can house. I don't even know if that's the right name for it, but we're going to build a house for these garbage can because we're tired of looking at it. As soon as you come up the driveway, that's what you're looking at, and we're just going to build like a hidden space for a garbage can. Don't ask me what it's called. Anywho, so I have my garbage can on that piece of frame that my shower door came in. That way they will stay clean from when it rains and the splatter. As you guys see, my driveway is not done. I don't want it to get filled with dirt on the side when it rains. So I have it on that. So I decided that, you know what, it doesn't look right. As soon as you come up the driveway, that's what you look at, those big old ugly garbage cans. So I decided to make a house for it. So I'm just sweeping off that piece of base that's there. It's been out there like that for, it's not even outdoor wood, but it's been out there. So after I finished sweeping all of that, I went up to the local hardware store, which is Lowe's. You could go to any local hardware store of your choice, wherever you live at. And I picked me up some 2x4s, and I also picked me up some of those picket fence posting, okay, because those are cheaper. Okay, I pick up the one that they have for like I think $4 now. It used to be, boy, everything went up, but I pick up those and do those. So anywho's what I do, I have my 2x4x8. I'm just gonna cut it in half, which is gonna be 2x4x4. So that's the measurement. Now there is no true measurement to this garbage can house because all I did was just build a frame that fit the base of the shower door board that it got delivered in, and it was like 6 foot long. It was like 6 foot long and like I don't remember, 4 foot this way, I think 4 or 5 foot. So if you're gonna make a garbage house, you just got to make it according to the size of your garbage can. I just made it to the size of my garbage can and to whatever. Literally, there's no tape measurement. I just make sure I measure these 2x4 because guess what? Even though I said 2x4x8, not all of them are the same size. They're all 2x4, probably off a little inch, but the length, sometimes you may get 2x4x7 point, yada, 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 yada. So we got to make sure we measure and then make sure we cut so we have the right measurement on each side. So you cut, measure, cut. Okay. So if you guys notice, I cut my 2x4. So right there, it only took me 2 pieces of 2x4 right there. So then I'm going to go over, you can see I'm over to that piece of body frame or wood frame from the shower door. And then I'm just going to use my drill and some exterior screw, and I'm just going to screw that right on top of the casing for the shower door or that piece of wood. I almost fell. Look at that. Whoops. That's because I'm doing that in sandals. Do not do these kind of work, guys, in slippers or sandals. And then like how my driveway is, that it's like a little slope down there. So I feel like I'm in a little gully or a ditch right down there. So anywho, I have my knee pads on because, you know, I just can't. I can't. And I kneel down a lot to do my work. Yeah. So, and I want to have some knees. I can't afford to just have no knees. So I put my knee pads on. Okay. So once I finish put one of the 2x4 up, you can see it's standing. I'm just going to go ahead and we're going all the way to the far end of the base, and we're going to put another piece of 2x4. Okay. And how this is set, because when it rains, sometimes the water run off. So it's literally going to run right underneath that wood because there's a little slope. You probably can't see it. See, I'm moving over stuff trying to get things to go, but there's a little slope. So again, maybe this is not the video for you if you're trying to build a garbage can house or figure a way how to hide your garbage can, but maybe it's the video for you because guess what? Sometimes you be watching these videos and they make things so complicated. You're like, oh, I need this, I need that. No, they just, you know, not everybody have all these tools and not everybody can draw all these plans. And, you know, so this is probably the video for you if you want to, whether you're male, female, or whomever you may be that's trying to build your own thing. You don't even need to be perfect. You guys just keep watching and you're going to see how this bad boy turned out. And I didn't even take any measurement, like I say. The only measurement I did was to make sure that the 2x4s are cut at the same exact height. So it doesn't look like I don't know, you know, like I don't even know what to say. But anywho's, so that's all. The base was already there and you just do that. Now, if you don't have a base like I do, this is my suggestion. So down where the bottom is, you're going to make a whole frame. So you're going to have to get more 2x4, and then you would have to screw or nail. I would strongly suggest screw the 2x4 around the bottom. So it's like building a frame. Okay. So you could do that if you don't have, because not everybody is going to have this piece of base I have. I'm just lucky that I end up remodeling my bathrooms, and 2 of the shower door came into pallets. And this is a half of the pallet. So this was the back part of the pallet, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, long story short, they didn't want it to break, so they make sure they package Woodbridge. Make sure they package their stuff in pallets real good so nothing will break. So, okay. So once I got my 4 pieces of 2x4 up, I took measurements again. And all I did, you guys can see, is I took my fence post and just measure. There's no guys, please do not ask me the measurement. There is no true measurement. So right in the back half, because my fence posts aren't long enough, they're not 6 foot, I had to put another piece of 2x4 in the middle. You see that? So now we're up to 2.5 2x4. So total 2x4 for the bottom half of this is 3, because I'm going to put one in the front as well. Okay, and we cut them in half. So if you're building and you're going to have to build the frame part is going to be, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 pieces you're going to need. So you see, as I'm doing, I go measure my fence post to the middle piece of the post. And then, so you know what? It's 3 foot. Because one thing I remember is, because that base, pallet base is 6 foot, I took it to the middle, which is 3 foot. So 3 foot from one end to the middle, 3 foot from the other end. So really, those are 3 foot, the post in the middle. But then don't ask me the measurement of that fence post, because that's different. I think it's less than 3 foot or somewhere in the middle, because I had to make sure that it has enough space where I could screw both sides of the fence post on. And it's really easy. All I did was use another piece of fence post and put it in between for spacing as I go along. And see how I'm ripping that out, pulling that out. We put it on top, and I just keep screwing until I get to the top. See, just put it there, screw, put it there, and it's super easy. I'm telling you guys, this may be the video, this may not be the video. If you're a person who needs like legit number and everything, because I'm not a professional, I'm just doing to help me. I got no husband, no boyfriend, nobody to help me, no girlfriend, no whatever, no friend, no neighbors, no whatever. So I do what works for me. If you, on the other hand, have the friends, the husband, and all of that things, then you want to be more precise and get numbers, then go for it. But this is just how Shana, is doing it, okay? And it's work. It worked for me. This is a project I did in the summertime, and now it's fall and it's still standing. So we're going to see how it stands for the winter. Okay. So if you guys notice again, I put my piece of wood and I just measure and use my pencil and cut. And it's the same process I'm repeating. Put piece of wood, use another piece of the same fence post to measure the space in between, and I just keep doing it until I get all the way to the top. And this way, you know, you could put them closer if you want to. It's up to you how you want to do it, but I want mine to be like this because I did an outdoor bar, which I am going to be having a video at some point coming up, and I don't even know if I should post it because I got so frustrated with that bar. It was the longest and hardest project I've ever done. Not really hard, but because it's a 2-person project and I was by myself, so it took me a longer time to get done. I also got real frustrated with it on and off, so most of the time I got frustrated with it, so I have no time for the camera, so I really didn't do much videoing of it. But however, I'm still going to share the finished product though. Anywho's, so that's what I did. So we're 6 foot long if you're looking for measurement, and we are 4 foot the other way. Again, you don't have to do this. No, what happened is my garbage can went inside of this thing, and I end up with space inside. So I have more than enough space inside of this garbage can house. And that's because I only went off from the measurement of the base. So do what works for you and your size of your garbage can. So now I'm on to the other side. It's nothing new, guys. I'm doing the same thing. Cut, measure, screw. So I'm screwing from the inside because you see, I then bought a whole bunch of mulch for the summer, and I didn't finish mulching, and I end up with 50 bags of mulch. I end up leaving over, when I count, it's 50 bags of mulch. And oh, there's the frogs. They like the mulch, and I kind of got scared. I'm scared of, I'm not as afraid of spiders, snakes, and all that, but I'm afraid of frog. Isn't that something? Yeah, I'm afraid of frog, and the frog like the mulch. So I'm like, all right, enough of the mulching. But anywho's, We're going to pack them up and cover them up with tarp because next year your girl ain't going to buy no mulch to freshen up stuff. We're going to use those 50 bag of mulch. That's right there. And I got them on sale, so that's why I ended up with so much. And I kind of like went up to the Lowe's and got them, yeah. So anywho's, this is why when people say, you could buy the mulch in bulk, it's cheaper. Yes, it's cheaper. But think about it. If I didn't get to use all of that mulch, what would have happened? It's open. At least these are in bags and they could, still work. So that's the benefit. Plus, it's easier for me to carry it. So enough of the mulch. We're going back to the garbage house. So I went ahead, cut all those wood. And then same thing I'm doing. Spacing and screwing. Spacing and screwing. Oh, spacing and screwing. Spacing and screwing. That's all I am doing, okay? If it's your first time here, my name is Shayna. On this channel, I do a lot of home DIY projects and different type of crafting. If it's not your first time here, welcome back and thank you guys so much for your continuous love and support. And if you enjoy content like this, before you leave, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Okay. All right. So here we are in the front. I have this extra piece of wood, which is the same thickness and width of the fence, the picket fence, and it was 8 foot long. So I cut that down to 6 foot and I'm putting it around. You guys see how I put it around the bottom frame half of the thing, and I just throw the garbage can in there to make sure everything looks good, because of course I'm a visual person. I'm not good with measurements, just visual. I like to eyeball things. Now I'm gonna keep watching. You'll see how I make that piece of in the front, which is the door. So because my driveway is it's all grass, you guys could see, and dirt and some crush runner from 1992. I took it inside of my garage where it's more level and flat, and I screwed them together. But you guys don't want to see what inside of my garage looked like then. Ha! Tell me. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who have those type of garage, honey. But I'm going to leave it there, okay? But the garage now is, it's coming on to winter, so it's all cleaned out, and I could park in it, and I have a whole workshop setting up in there for the winter. So I could do my little, I like to do my little projects and stuff. So anywho's, you see those hinges that I got. I got them from Lowe's. Apparently I went up to Lowe's and I just pick up hinges because I want to put a door on. Learn from my mistake. Make sure when you're picking up your hinges, use common sense and know the weight to the size inches. Okay? Gotta make sure. Because if you don't have the right size inches to the weight, that ain't gonna work, baby. It ain't gonna work. It's not going to work. But again, there's Fiona. She's the foreman. So anywho's, I got those hinges from the Lowe's and it was a waste of money. I mean, I could have probably bring it back. But of course, knowing me, I ain't going to bring it back because I know a year or two or a couple weeks, couple months or whatever, down the line, I'm going to be building something that could use those hinges. So guess what? They're in my little cubby or my little container that's labeled hinges, because at some point, definitely going to need it again. So what I did to hold this up, because I'm doing this by myself. Usually if you have somebody to hold it, or you could use a clamp and clamp it onto the middle post. But I just kind of like put a piece of wood under the bottom there because I have the same space on the bottom to hold it, and I just kind of like catch it up there. So probably don't do what I do because it may fall on you, and I don't want to hear that, oh, well, I see Shayna do that, so I'm doing that, and then they fall on you, then it's a problem. So, not for nothing, those mulches, it was in my way, man. Pain in the ass. So, anywho, Fiona's taking a sunbath, and we're on to another day because I had to stop and get ready to go to work. Now, I went to work, and I work overnight, came back home, sleep, woke up, and it's another day. This is about 3 o'clock. Next day. Old video. So, I want to show you guys what I did to make the door. But I didn't want to show you guys what inside of my garage looked like because I don't want you guys to think a bomb went off in there. So, anywho, brought it outside. And I tried to find the most level spot, which, of course, yeah, this is the most level spot. No, it's not. No, it's not. Can't be level. Can't be level when we have crush runner and dirt and all kind of Don't let me say it. So, anywho, all I'm doing is I took my 1x2s. You see how I have my 1x2s? That's not even, is it 1x2? Yeah, I don't think it's 1x2 or whatever. So I took those, and every piece of wood that I'm using is pressure treated, weather treated outdoor wood. So you want to make sure if you're going to build your stuff, make sure it's outdoor and weather treated wood, and also make sure the base of your 2x4 is labeled ground contact, because you may not have the base that I do. So make sure it's labeled ground contact, because you have pressure treated, weather treated, whatever, and you have the weather treated ground contact. So anywho, that's all I'm doing. I cut these down to the size of what it needs to be. And then I'm going to put the nice looking part of the wood to upward. And then I'm just going to use my spacer, which is another piece of the fence post, in between. And then I'm going to line them up. Then I'm going to get my screw and I'm going to start screwing. See that? Screw. So I kind of like just kneel down on the wood to help with the, I don't know, to help it stay in place, kind of like, because again, the ground isn't level and it's crush runner. But once you get one piece, all I'm doing, this is what I'm doing to make sure. Don't put a level on this and don't put a square on it because it's probably not square. When you put a level or a square on it, but when you look at it with the eyes, honey, keep watching. You're going to see what it looks like when you look at it with the eyes. Okay? Because again, like I say, I like to eyeball things. So my eyeballs are pretty straight. I gotta tell you that for sure. One thing. So anywho, we put that piece and we screw it and we go all the way down. Start from the top and go all the way down. So it's that easy. I promise you guys. If you don't have a screw gun, use a nail and a hammer. You don't have to have a drill and all that thing. This is so easy. It's not even funny. Okay. And if you are a person who like to do things like me and not like a dead, like I need the measurement, I need the plan, and I need the. Because don't ask me for a plan. Honey, don't ask me for a plan because I guarantee you this plan will have some weird number. You'll never get it. Even if you're good at math, you'll never get it. Because again, the eyeballs show one thing and the tools show another thing. So, anywho's, do all of that. So now I have everything screwed on that side. I'm going on the other side, taking my spacer, and I'm going to go through and make sure everything's spacing evenly. That's one thing I know for sure. Everything is spacing evenly because I'm using that one piece of wood. And in order to make sure everything like line up, so once I got that and everything looks good, I'm gonna catch the two end piece first. I'm gonna screw the two end pieces first, and I make sure I took it all the way out to the edge, Look at Fiona, boy, this dog, she don't be helping me, man. That ain't right. Look at her. She's just out there looking and she likes to be around me. She's my best friend and I'm her best friend. Okay, so we have our gloves, we have our screw gun, we're screwing in. And then you want to make sure you have the right size screw for this. And then you on the right color, whichever. I just use what I already have. And then I kind of like stain over it. Keep watching, you're going to see. Because I ain't going to buy no more screw for this. No, come on now. They take all your money. Exterior screw ain't cheap. Screw is expensive, man. And especially if it's exterior screw. Come on now. No, I think I need to get a job up at the Lowe's and the Home Depot so I could get a discount. You know what I'm saying? A worker's discount. The lady up at Lowe's, she know me. She call me frequent flyer. Every day I'm up there. Then you know what's the worst part? Then you have people in the store. Excuse me, you know where I could find this? Ma'am, I don't work here. Sir, I don't work here. They go, oh, you look like you know what you're doing. Because I'm here every day, it goes. So maybe I should get a job up there so I could get that 10% discount off. Anywho's, enough of that. So you guys can see what I'm doing. Just literally measure. We screw, and each time we screw, we go through and we put our block in that. And I hope you guys have a better spot if you decide to make this, to put your piece of wood, because this was no joke trying to show you guys how I do this out here on the freaking crush runner. So you better make sure you give this video a thumbs up, okay? Better make sure, because this is not right, okay? I went through sweat and blood and tears to make this video for y'all. I'm just kidding. Anywho's, so now I'm over back to that side. I already put the door on. I'm not going to show you how I do that because I already show you how I put the other door on. So now we're making the top. And again, I'm not going back to Lowe's to buy more wood. I run out of wood. And I'm not spending any more money. So we're going to take our hand and make fashion. So the leftover piece from the previous piece, if I make sense, that I cut, I'm using it to make the top or the roof or the top door. So that's all I'm doing. And because this bad boy, I'm tired of kneeling on the freaking crush runner, I'm making it on top. See, I'm doing it right on top of there. And guys, it's nothing different. It's the same thing you just watched me did with the front on the ground. I'm doing for the top. That's literally the same thing. Making a square, a frame around it, and then screw that to that. So that's all I'm doing. It's just that I'm not on the ground because that's a lot. It takes a lot of toll on your back and your knee. And I'm getting old, you know. Yeah, I'm still young, but I feel like I'm getting old. I think I overdo it. You know, sometimes I don't know when to top. I need to stop. I need to top. That's what they say in Jamaica. I don't know when to top. I don't know when to top. But just a galang and a galang and a galang and a galang and a galang. So I don't know when to top. For those who said they like my accent, there it is. That's how we speak in Jamaica. You don't know when to tap it. It's a galang and 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 a galang. Anyhow, that mean I just said I don't know when to stop. I just keep going. Yup, honey. That's what I just said in patois or broken English. So, anywho's, all of that being said, we're doing all of that, screwing and going. And I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't know when to stop. I just keep going. One project after another project. So here we went back to Walmart this time because Walmart is way cheaper than Lowe's. And we got the right hinges for the right weight. Now, originally, I wanted black. But of course, because black is the in thing now in gold. Everything that's gold and black, price high up to the sky. High all the way up to the sky. I don't even know why. So I bought the silver one because I'm like, you know what? Screw that. I could spray paint that. I can spray paint that. So I ain't going to spend all that money when I have spray paint at home. So anywho's brought it home. We put the door on and I had to take yada, 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 to take the other door off. So I'm just showing you guys how I did this. Not going to show you I take the door off because why? That's a waste of time. But looking at this right now, you could never tell that I didn't use a level, a square, and I didn't have measurement. You see how those are lined up? Like, look at the door. Seriously, guys. Look at the front. Those are 2 doors. And look how it's lined up. Perfect. Perfect. I'm showing you here. It's that easy. It's that simple. And guess what? It doesn't matter how it turned out at the end of the day. You did it. You're going to feel good about it. Because it better you fuck it up than somebody else you paid to do it. Because I'm going to tell you, that's how I start doing things for myself. You pay people to do something and you're like, what did you just do? So those are the hinges that I use for the back. You guys can see. You see how I make that little door? It's the same thing. I ain't going to show you guys because it's the same thing. And I use the hinges for the back so I could open it. So now it's getting late. You guys could see start getting dark. And this is in the summertime. So this is probably around 8 o'clock at night. And I am very persistent. And I'm very optimistic. And I always say I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. And I believe you can too. So I decided that the night ain't going to finish without me staying in this. Let me tell you, mosquito a bite. Mosquito a bite. I miss a mosquito a bite. Pop, pop, pop. Mosquito almost killed me out here in them shorts, honey. Let me tell you. Almost killed me. So, anyways, I decided that I'm going to stain this tonight. The night ain't going to done. Because if I put the first coat of stain on tonight, then tomorrow, when I wake up, by the grace of God, which I did, because this been done all summer. I'm just getting to it now. Okay? I could, freaking, like, put the second coat on and start getting moving. So if you guys look carefully, I did put a little lock on or a little thing on the front. Or, I don't know what they call them. We call them lock in Jamaica. Man, I want to change it because it's a pain in the ass. I can't figure out how to use it. I don't know why I bought it. Maybe because it was cheap. So sometimes they give me a hard time to open it because I can't figure it out to use it. But look at this. This is what it looks like when I was done. And I was going to spray paint the hinges, but I changed my mind. I'm like, you know what? It would look nice if it's spray paint, but guess what? I'm going to leave it like it is because guess what? It's fine because guess what? It's going to probably peel after you spray paint it, and then you're going to have to continuously do so. So really, this is all. I wanted to put more pieces of trim around, but I'm like, I'm not spending no more money. This is it. It's going to stop here. It's a garbage can house. The garbage can are hidden, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ask me, where did you get the metal? They think the black part is metal, but no, it's the wood. I stained it. I sat down and take my own little time and go through with a small brush and stain the outer part black. Of course, I could have put a piece of trim on the side there. But like I say, I run out and I ain't going to spend no more money. It looks fine just like it is. However, in the future, if I do come across a piece of wood like those or leftover, then I would do so. But for right now, this is it. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I build it. I love it. Now you don't see my garbage can, and guess what? You don't have to like it because you don't live here, but I like it. But look how precise these are. This turned out beautiful. And then you know what? I have so much room inside there. Like if my garbage can is full, I could like put bags inside of there. Till like instead of having garbage on the outside, sometimes your garbage can is full and you have to put them on the outside. I could put it in there for next week if my garbage can is full for pull out for the next week garbage. So with all that been said, if you make it this far throughout the video, you are the real deal. So don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell. Also make sure you share this video with your friends and family. This way you're not the only one getting all the fun and enjoying my accent like you guys say. they can enjoy it too. And you're not the only one hating. They can hate me too. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, so just share it. Even if you don't like it, share it. Okay? So with all been said, remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Until next time, be blessed and bye for now.